Alrighty, so it has been some time since a video, probably like 2 months. And unfortunately, I just literally haven't really had the time to make a video. I hardly have time right now, but this moment is a good time. I'm sure most people who's kept up with the channel has seen that I'm at least doing YouTube shorts. And so, look at that. You get the iconic yawn. I am still doing YouTube shorts. I'm not on TikTok anymore. Just uh there was no point. To make a long story short, it's so pay to win that it's ridiculous, and I continue to get followers and views and money on YouTube. So why would I go anywhere else that doesn't give me the same benefits? So yeah, um, the reason why I'm making this video, as you'll probably already see in the title, is yesterday was my birthday, and so we went out to kind of like I call it the classic trio because, and I don't know if how many other states have these, but we have a game exchange, a vintage stock, and a half price books pretty close to each other. So usually I like to hit up all three if I'm in that area. And honestly, there was quite a bit of cool stuff. A couple of things were not necessarily from there, but I had found online for really cheap, and so I'm excited to show it off. Also, new room, new place. It'll be exciting to get the game room all set up. It's kind of in semi disarray, but we're getting there. We're gonna have retro consoles here with a like 75-inch. That is the couch right now. It's probably going to be replaced at some point. The cube shelf is over there, which I don't believe in my old setup you could really see the cube shelf. So you can kind of see a part of it. I've got kind of the Transformers in the corner there. And my review table where I'll be actually reviewing stuff going forward is right here next to the sun. So that's getting sunlight. So that's good. But yeah, so as most people know, I collect all kinds of things of many fandoms. So you're going to see an assortment of things, but I'm going to go through each one and why it was so exciting to find. So to start it off, just because it's right here in front of me, this was at Vintage Stock, and it's the Halo 4 limited edition, and it was $30. It is used, but you take the half slip cover off, and it does come with like all kinds of extra stuff. This one was opened. These are not. I'm not entirely sure what's in these, but I kind of want to leave them sealed. But it's like a notebook of some kind. And, oh my god. It also comes with Halo 4 Steelbook, and it's in great condition. Always love to see that. Xbox 360. Perfect. Because, the whole thing is like, Xbox 360 is, if, what was that thing from GameStop? Like, we're championing that the Xbox 360 is officially a retro console. I'm like, fuck you, shut up. Mind you, not to go on a tangent, but this is fucking GameStop that sat here and went, "Buh, buh, 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 buh. We're not selling, we're not gonna sell you guys, Xbox 360, and like we're with the modern times and blah blah blah." And now they're like, "GameStop retro store, please, blah, 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 buy from us." I'm like, man, fuck off. But yeah, $30 at vintage stock. Came with the steel book. Everything's in great condition. So I was pretty happy about that. Another one, which I did already do a YouTube short on, but we have the Japanese version of Fellowship of the Ring. This was $10. And it does, it's cool. It comes with this access pass to Mordor. Go see Return of the King in 2004 when it releases in Japan. I mean, it's a very niche thing. I feel like to have, because I'm gonna have all kinds of Lord of the Rings stuff in a more proper shelf, and it'll be just cool to display. Next, coming back to Halo again, is the Halo Wars limited edition steelbook with extras included. And so this was $30 as well. So we have the steelbook in great condition. I will say, again, I honestly love that it has the OG cover, and then it's got the dual wielding Arbiter. If you've never played it, this is not the same Arbiter from Halo 3 and 2. But it comes with the game and like all kinds of stuff. And that's just in here. It comes with this entire packet. I don't really want to open and go through all of it, but I checked it. It comes with like character sheets, all kinds of like kind of hints, tips and tricks on the game itself. I think it came with a little comic book too, either a prequel or like a during the game comic book. So that was cool. Again, $30. I mean, and I mind you, I've never beaten Halo Wars, but I've played Halo Wars, and I'm not the biggest RTS person, but I enjoyed it enough. All right, so next, another 360 game. So this I found at like a local, like self-owned retro game store. They were okay, wasn't too bad. I I hate sounding like such a snob, but you would think when it comes to like retro games or retro games, that you would have a little bit more like special editions or steelbooks, something. But so many of these like I don't even know what you'd call it, just like small business retro video game stores that I checked out yesterday on outside of half price books and vintage stock game exchange. They just have the most standard games and like the standard edition, nothing special. So that kind of sucked. But this was a game that I've been eyeing for years now. For a minute there, I actually forgot what it was called, but the only thing I remember is it reminded me of Gears of War, and so that's Quantum Theory. This was $22 at the store I went to. And I mean, supposedly it's like really dog shit, but you know what? Whatever. I mean, it's $22. And then another 360 game, Halo 3 ODST Classic. I'm actually currently playing through all the Halo games with a friend of mine because I've actually never played Halo 1 and I've never beaten Halo 2. I've played Halo 3, Reach, and I've played ODST but never beat ODST. I beat 4 and I've never played 5 and I've never played Infinite. And I've played Halo Wars. So I remember liking ODST quite a bit, so it was just really nice to find it for God. I mean, it was $5. And something that's cool is I'll show you here. We have got the original, so 48-hour free Xbox Live Gold trial, and it's unopened, so that is pretty cool. We also just got a normal Xbox One, and again, unopened. So that's cool. Just cool little reminders, of the way things used to be back in the day. So moving on from games. So this was at Half Price Books. We have X-Men Days of Future Past Blu-ray Steelbook with the Sentinel on the back. Dope. Again, great condition, and this shit was like $7. Pretty cool. This is not the only movie I found that with James McAvoy, so get ready for that. And mind you, a big plus when I find movies at half price books, especially steelbooks, they're always like $8 or less. Which I need to kind of clean this one. I see it's kind of dirty. So Southpaw. I've actually never seen this movie, but I think Jake Gyllenhaal's a good actor, and you know, I don't know if it's based on a true story or anything, but I'm not a sports guy, but at the same time, I do love like biopic movies and stuff, so could be good. Could be good. Oh, also, you know what? It's kind of hard to see, but I found the Mass Effect Omniblade replica for, was it like $25? $30? Great condition. If you've watched this channel long enough, I actually owned it like 9 years ago. Ooh, God, I hate that. I had it, sold it, but whatever. So, another movie, Star Wars Return of the Jedi Blu-ray Steelbook. It's interesting. You'd almost think this would be the cover, but this is the cover, you know? The Republic. So, again, another thing with James McAvoy is the DVD limited edition for Wanted. This was $8. So you got the crack, this like I can just get off with Goo Gone or whatever, but you got the bullet, and at first I was like, oh, it's in like a locked case. No, this is the case, and so it's got that nice feeling. There's also like, now that I'm looking at the light, there is like a weird lettering and stuff. I don't know if you can see. I didn't even notice that the first time. But yeah, so you open it, badass, and it's got the DVDs, but you take out the DVD, and you've got like little poster cards. I think it's like a guide to the movie. They give you like character sheets. It's so funny because like back in what was this, like 2008? This was in the trailer and people were like, and yeah, it comes with like, so obviously I know you can like sit this down. You know what? There actually might be two of these. Oh, or it's just loose. Oh, or it sits inside. It's just this goodbye. That's Angelina Jolie. I don't know if it's like spoilers or hmm. Not sure what the point of taking it out is, but yeah, you just sit it. Wow, the window. But you know what? I mean, again, I like Wanted a lot. I actually have the game, Weapons of Fate or whatever. And, it's a generic third person shooter, but shit, it's fun. And I thought the movie is cool. Mind you, I mean, it's a product of its time, and it's kind of goofy as shit. But, I don't know, it's just a comfy movie. So this was at Half Price Books. This is Twin Peaks from Z to A Blu-ray. Here. Includes all 3 seasons, Fire Walk with Me, and 20 hours of special features. So this was $30, and it said used, but it's in great condition. So $30. When I looked it up online, it was usually going for like $50 to $80. So I was like, I can't pass it up. I've never fully watched Twin Peaks. I had watched season 1 like 10 years ago and loved it. And funny enough, it was the inspiration for me to give cherry pie a try, because as far as I was aware, I did not like cherries and I didn't like pie really. And so I went and ate one the other weekend at this place. Oh man. Well, I say best cherry pie. Apparently, it's good and it was awesome. But in regards to Twin Peaks, this comes with seasons 1 and 2, the third season that's like from like 2017, the Fire Walk with Me movie, the prequel, and then it comes with the missing pieces. So I mean, it has everything, and it was $30. And I'm a big physical media guy, so I mean, I just, I mean, it's my birthday. I'm not going to pass it up. So you know what? Okay, yeah. And so another thing is I've been big into a good friend of mine actually gave me, you can actually see it right here, a portable vinyl record player. So we've been trying to find really cheap vinyls. I mean, been finding some great ones in regards to like singers that they used in Fallout. So Bob Crosby, Dean Martin, best of Frank Sinatra. I've been finding those records for like $5, but I found a couple, not so cheap, but the soundtrack to Akira, because that movie is gorgeous and has a great sound, and Return of the King. The only thing that sucks about Return of the King, and I don't think it's my record player, is I think the packaging or something warped the vinyl, and so it kind of skips around when you first start the disc, unfortunately. So I'll have to figure that out. But um, yeah, I've got a little. I mean, you can't even really see it, but yeah, I've got one of my cubes holds. We've got like 16 records now, and this should do. It's just such a vibe. And obviously, I'm, final boss of nostalgia over here, but it's great. And before I get into the big holy grail item to me that I found, couple more things. So this was at a game exchange. I didn't necessarily find this yesterday. I did find it last week. But I figured I'd talk about it because I'm big into collecting game guides. And honestly, I would love to find some point to get back into streaming and like, if I get stuck or something, like use the game guide. So one was BioShock Infinite hardback, which is amazing, and this was like $7 at Game Exchange. I'm a big BioShock person, so it's perfect. Gears of War Judgment. I know everyone's like, oh my god, boo 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 boo. It's so bad, but it's fine. It's nothing too crazy. I think people just like to whine. But the holy grail item for me that I found, which I've been looking for, was the Diablo 3 Collector's Edition for PC. And again, in great condition. And this was $30. So you open it. And so here was a thing. So I've been looking for this in a good condition with everything. And people were selling it for, I would say, what was it, like $80? I mean, obviously sealed it's going to be a lot, but it'd go for like 50 to 80 on eBay and stuff at the time when I looked. And then every now and then I'd see it, or there's this auction house I use. Every now and then you'll see it, but it's like missing it's always the same thing, missing USB. And so when I checked this at Vintage Stock, I was like, hey, I opened it up. I was like, I just want to check it because if it has the USB, I'm buying it. So it comes in this badass box, and it's Diablo's skull with the horn as the USB stick. So I'll show you. And the USB stick actually lights up, and I checked it safely on a separated laptop I have. And actually lights up, and it's got Diablo 2 and Lord of Destruction add-on. So you have the skull. Dope as hell. Man, when I tell you I played the shit out of Diablo 3, I still play Diablo 3. Um, Diablo 4 isn't the worst, but there is just something so special. Diablo 3 was my first introduction into Diablo. And so I have a big nostalgia, like love for that game. I mean, shit, I was playing that game in high school. So, yeah. I mean, it shows my age, but awesome. So it comes with that. It comes with, it's kind of all in here. It comes with the Art of Diablo 3 book, which I love because I actually have the Art of Diablo book, which I think is, I thought it was the whole series. I mean, it's a huge book, it's bigger than this, but I could be wrong, and it's just supposed to be the first game. We've got Game Disc, behind the scenes. So let's see, it says director's commentary, world design, gameplay discussions, character creation roundtables. And you've got soundtrack CD, which I love. I'm going to get a cool little CD player soon because I actually do have a ton of CDs. And so that'll be perfect. But yeah, little. I don't know if it was supposed to come with a playing mat, but yeah, it comes with 4 guest passes. 3 for Diablo, 1 for World of Warcraft. If it does come, if it's supposed to come with a playing mat, it did not. But it came with, in my opinion, what was the most important part, which was the USB stick and the fact that it works correctly. So you can, I am happy about that. So we got that. Got this plastic cover. Gosh, I could never remember. It's fine. It's no biggie. But yeah, so that was basically it. Again, my opinion, man, a lot of good finds. Because again, so we had gone to 2 local, local in the Oklahoma City area retro game stores, and I was just like, ah, eh. Not to go off on a tangent, but when you're like a half a card store, TCG store, and half retro games, either be able to do both or just pick one. Because these stores, man, I was just like, well, your audience base that I clearly can see is all for the cards. And so it's like, do you care more about the cards and less about like, oh, we got cool like, special editions of games and stuff. I don't know. It was weird. But loved my pickups for my birthday. I really hope I can make a video soon. Once my game room is a little bit more set up, because there's still just like boxes to throw away and stuff. Um, Bigger TV's going to be here one day. Newer couch. I'm going to completely redo the cube. I needed to unpack, so I just shoved a bunch of my collectibles on there without even really like organizing. So I'll probably try to make a video when I'm like actually legitimately putting it through. But, and you can see here, this like ridge right here, I'm going to test out putting a helmet, because if it works, I'm actually going to have my helmets on this inner ridge right here. So that's going to be it. I see I just went to 1,400 subscribers. I kept seeing it kind of lag there, um, losing and gaining. So that's exciting. That's always nice. And yeah, again, I have my Instagram page. People don't really watch it. I don't blame them because I just post it on YouTube anyways. But hey, for everyone watching on YouTube and subscribing and just keeping up with the channel, I appreciate it. Just bear with me, please, while I try to get this shit unpacked. So, till next time, that's going to be it. I'm out.